Hey everyone, so this is basically a little update video letting everyone know where I've been, what I've been up to, and if some of you guys have been watching the live streams, it's been a while since I've done a live stream, but the last live stream I did, I kind of explained what happened to me and why I kind of disappeared a little bit from YouTube doing streams and making videos. But I know not everyone watches the streams, or maybe you weren't available at that time. And since that last stream, which was quite a number of months ago, I've not really done anything. I've not done any streams, I've not done any videos. But I really want to get back to YouTube now. My health is doing a lot better now, so I'd like to return. And I thought I'd make this little video just to update anyone who didn't know, and just to update everyone else about the future of the channel and, you know, what's happening with me really. So if you didn't know already, I basically got diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, and it was quite a surprise. I was kind of, my health was kind of deteriorating, if I can say that word correctly, for about a year or two. I didn't really know what was going on, but you know, I was losing weight, I was losing energy, and I didn't quite know what was happening. So when I was doing the streams, I was taking some breaks during some of the weeks, and you know, gradually I was doing less and less streams, less of YouTube. And then eventually, after a few years of that, I got a really bad flu, and it was that flu that kind of had a bad reaction with the diabetes, and that's how I got diagnosed, because I basically went to hospital. And I was in pretty bad shape, like I could barely walk, I had barely any energy, you know. I didn't feel like I was dying, but it definitely felt like I was really sick. And so basically I went to the hospital, and a lot of it was a blur. I sort of blacked out, and I can only really tell you the stories that I heard, but basically I went into a coma, and my blood sugar levels went insanely high, so high that that's why I was in a coma, and it was very dangerous levels, so I was very close to dying. Like, it was that close. Like, it was like, I don't know if it was 50-50 or what, but thankfully I managed to recover. They discovered what was wrong with me, you know, they gave me the appropriate medications and everything, and managed to bring my levels back down. Eventually I got out of the coma. I don't actually remember anything, you know, if you wonder what it's like to be in a coma. I didn't dream, I didn't think anything. It was literally like 2 seconds. Like, I closed my eyes and then I woke up again like days later and had no idea what was going on. There was one moment where I woke up and I just remember seeing darkness, and I didn't know what was going on. Like, I wasn't really conscious. Now, I didn't wake up and think, oh my god, I can't see. You know, I guess I thought I was kind of dreaming. I didn't really feel like I was awake. But apparently I did go blind temporarily because of the condition I was in. So I woke up kind of, it was literally for like 5-10 seconds, and I couldn't see anything. And what was worse was, apparently, because of everything that was happening to my brain, I went a bit crazy. I was not acting like myself, you know. I was trying to basically escape the ambulance, escape the hospital, and I don't remember any of this at all. So, you know, it just goes to show you what your brain can do if it's under that kind of, you know, stress, those kind of conditions. So they basically had to tie me down to the bed so that I couldn't escape, so I couldn't, you know, apparently I was trying to hurt myself. You know, they were trying to hold me down, and I was trying to attack other people. You know, it's insane to think about. Like, I don't remember any of it, nothing. So when I woke up in the darkness, like I was blind, I couldn't move, and it was because I was tied up on the bed. So I was struggling, and I couldn't see anything, I couldn't move, and I don't know, I just felt like I was trapped, and it was very uncomfortable. But I didn't stop to think like, oh, why can't I see? Why can't I move? You know, I wasn't conscious enough to really make those questions. I just kind of woke up, it was darkness, I couldn't move. You know, I struggled a little bit. I felt really uncomfortable. And literally like 5-10 seconds later, I was sleeping again, or I was back in a coma. So that's all I can remember from that whole ordeal. And then I woke up in the hospital, and it's funny because I woke up, I didn't know any of that happened, so I just woke up. I just thought, oh, I went to sleep, and I woke up the next day. That's how it felt for me. And I was in a completely different section of the hospital, and you know, I didn't really question anything again. I just kind of thought like, okay, it's a new day. I didn't even know what was wrong with me. I thought I was just going to the hospital just to, you know, get some treatment, and then I was going to be okay again. Eventually one of the doctors came around, and they actually asked me like, has anyone told you what you've got? And I said, no, like no one's talked to me, no one said anything. I've just sort of been sitting here, and that's when they basically told me you have type 1 diabetes. And I don't know if I was in shock, but at that moment I didn't even think like, oh my god, I have diabetes. The first thing I asked her was like, can I still drink Coke Zero? You know, like, you know, just asking her little simple questions like, if I have diabetes, can I still do this? Can I still do that? And I don't know why I didn't. It's not that I didn't take it seriously. I just kind of brushed it off like, okay, I have diabetes, cool, whatever, you know. But you know, everything sort of makes sense after I started to research it. You know, the weight loss. Because basically, if you don't have insulin, which is what you need to convert all the carbs that you eat into glucose, basically energy, if you don't have that, then your body has to replace that. I think it's called ketones. And basically, when your body does this, it has to get, it uses up like your body fat and your muscle. Basically is like a fuel to make this and replace the insulin. But in doing that, ketones, they're very toxic, they're poisonous for your body. So, you know, over time your body's going to become more and more poisoned, basically. And that's what was happening to me, you know. I was always trying to eat to gain weight, because at first I thought it was just stress. You know, I just had my son, and you know, he was starting to crawl, starting to walk, and you know, you're running about after him, you know, mentally and physically it's very draining. So I just felt like, oh, it was just stress, you know, that's what was happening. So I was trying everything to gain weight. You know, I was eating a lot, I was taking protein shakes, you know, I was doing everything possible, because when I was asking people for recommendations, like what do you think I should do, that's kind of like the suggestions I got. Like nobody said like, oh, maybe you have diabetes or something, you know. Not that I expect anyone to have that knowledge or anything, but everyone just suspects like, oh, it's probably just your diet, or you know, maybe you just need to get some more supplements in you. No one really expects it to be like a disease, you know. So that was one of the things. I was losing weight, and I was also going to the bathroom quite a lot. Like I had to pee like almost every hour. It was crazy. And I read that that's because of because your body's trying to flush out all that excess sugar, so you're constantly going to the bathroom. So that was another red flag that I never really picked up on. So, you know, if there's anyone listening out there who's losing weight, you're going to the bathroom a lot, then, you know, maybe you have diabetes. That's something I wish I knew about beforehand. But I was stupid, you know. I should have went to the doctor beforehand, you know. I shouldn't have just assumed it was this or it was that. And, you know, I think it's a typical man thing, you know. We think, oh, we'll be okay, you know, we'll get over it. But in reality, some things you can't just, you know, push through. You have to really go to the doctor. Otherwise, you're going to be like me. You're going to end up in the hospital, struggling, and you know, nearly dying. So definitely, if I give anyone any advice, any recommendations, it would be to get checked out. Even if you just think it's a little something, you know, you never know, it could develop into something much bigger. So now I'm on the insulin. I've actually managed to gain a lot of weight back again. I guess before this all happened I was around 10 stone, and then after everything I lost about 2 stone, so I was like 8 stone, super thin. But I've managed to gain all the weight back again. I'm feeling a lot healthier now. I used to eat and like a big meal and still feel hungry, like I was just eating into a void, but now I actually feel full again. I'm gaining weight. I'm feeling a lot healthier now. The only other side effect I've had since then is a little bit of nerve damage. It feels like nerve damage in my feet and the back of my legs, like in the back of the thigh. So that's one of the reasons why I didn't jump straight back into YouTube and doing streaming again, because to sit down, it was really painful. It feels like the back of your legs are burning, and kind of like pins are getting stuck into your legs, like constantly. My feet was okay. My feet was just if I'm walking too much, you know, it feels like you're walking around all day, and you know when your feet get really sore and you need to sit down. That was happening to me after like 20 minutes. So I basically had to sit down after that, but the back of my legs were really painful, so I couldn't sit and do like a 2-hour stream because I knew I would be in a lot of pain. So, you know, since then I've got other medication now, and it took a little bit of time for the medication to really start working. So it's got to a point now where it's feeling a lot better now. I've got a more comfortable chair now. The medications are starting to work. So I'm feeling a lot better now. I think I can sit and do a good couple of hours in a stream now. I feel more comfortable to do that. I miss interacting with you guys, everyone that comes to live streams, watches the videos. I miss all that. I miss doing game dev, you know, on Dreams. I miss sharing all that with you guys, so that's something I'm going to get back into again, and definitely more with YouTube videos as well, because I always used to talk about how I wasn't doing enough YouTube videos. I want to get back to that as well. So that's just a quick update on my health, what's happening with me, my plans to get back to the channel. I'll make another video just talking about the channel itself, what the future plans are directly for that. But thank you for everyone who checked out today's video. Thank you if you're a long time member who's still coming back to the channel. You haven't forgot about me. Thank you very much. It means a lot. And yeah, I'm excited for the future. Taking on this new disease, you know, the best I can, and trying to be positive. So thanks everyone for listening, for taking the time out of your day to learn about my troubles and what's going on. And I'll update you guys with what's going on with the channel, some more game dev stuff moving forward. So thanks very much, and I'll see you guys in the next video.